All right. Well, we'll go ahead and get started. Guys, I am excited. I've just made a decision. There's been different downloads on certain topics and areas that we need updated leadership on. Everybody actually drop this in the comments. I'm a leader. Drop in the comments, I'm a leader. Because you are, okay? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't care how you try to twist it. You're a leader. And so we're going through this leadership series, walking you through the different things that it takes or the different skills, the skill sets that you need to build an effective business here at It Works, okay? Or what I've gained or gleaned, or the things that have been working for me over these past few years. I want to instill this in you, and I want to make it very clear to you guys on how to do this. If you guys do have certain questions, like, drop them in the comments and I'll address them as I go along. But of course, I do want to go get through my notes on tonight and give you guys everything that you need in this short amount of time. Okay. So I want you engaged. Talk to me. Let's make it fun. Everybody's here. We're away from our families. You may be still trying to do a little something, but still, let's be here and let's learn and let's get better. Okay. Because we know that when you get better, everyone around you get better. Did you know that? When you get better, everyone around you gets better, which is such a phenomenal blessing. Like, to be able to make an impact on other people's lives in that way is super phenomenal. I'm gonna make sure my newbie has the code. Okay, perfect. All right. So tonight we're going over PMF SDPD. Okay, PMF SDPD, which is the basics of building your business. Like, the legit basics. It just makes everything easier. If you think of every day when you wake up, your goal is to PMF SDPD. Now, I will tell you that we are living in a world that we are going back to, already should be, but you will miss people. And this is my opinion. Sure. You will miss people if you do not talk to people in person. You will miss good people that you were meant to touch if you do not talk to people in person. I'm telling you that because I just was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they do not pay attention to social media at all, like literally at all. And if I was not willing to have a conversation with them, they would have never, they would have, I mean, I'm not gonna say never, but not for me, right? Unless I had opened up my mouth and had a conversation, they may have seen something eventually on social media, but because of my willingness to open up my mouth, I was able to connect with them. So I'm not negate this. Just training does not negate in-person communication. Okay, let's be clear. However, anybody busy? Drop a one in the comments if you got a busy life. Anybody busy? Just me? Okay. The fact that my life is busy, this gives me the opportunity to still run. This is the freedom portion of this business. And I know people like, well, I'm gonna be on my phone all the time. Like, bye, you're on your phone anyway. Stop lying. Like, 90% of people are still on their phone. Now, they might not be paying attention to social media the way you do, but most people had a phone in their hand, give or take. Okay, especially millennials, Gen Z, and beyond. Like, they stay with their phone in their hands. Maybe not y'all baby boomers, kind of, because my aunties stay with their phone in their hand too. On Facebook, we be like, have a little moment at our granny house and they be on their phones. Okay, so everybody, drop a me in the comments if you be on your phone, and if you know a lot of people who are on their phone. Yes, a lot of people use their phone. A lot of people are on their phone all the time, include my mama. Like, she be on Instagram scrolling. I'd be like, bro, get off. Like, it's crazy. So a lot of people use social media is what I'm saying. A lot of people are looking, lurking. So you want to be who they see. And exposure therapy is real. If you don't believe me, have you ever bought something that you saw on social media? Drop a yes in the comments if you've ever done it. Everybody, Ficky, get your roll on. Period. Okay. Everybody has bought some. It's the same thing as commercials, right? My kids, or Amazon and Walmart, sending me home catalogs right now. So now my kids then circled all the things, like they know about that JCPenney life where we used to have a big old book. You know what I'm saying? They out here circling stuff. And I'm like, bro, this is exposure therapy to my kids, right? It's the exact same thing. And so we want to be at the forefront of people's businesses all the time. However, drop busy in the comments because you're busy, right? Drop busy, busy. So you want to get into a flow of automation. Are you hearing me? You want to get into a flow of automation. The thing that I realize for 90% of people is that you think too much. And I'm not asking you to think. I'm asking you to expose. You hear me? I'm not asking you to think. I'm asking you to expose. Now, there is time to think. So don't get me wrong. But when it comes to PMF SDPD, there should not be much thought put into it. Okay. Now, you might do some super thoughtful posts. Okay. Don't get me wrong. But a lot of what you do is automated. And if you don't get into the flow of automation, you will be overwhelmed in doing nothing because a confused mind says what? No, your mind is confused. You are confusing your mind because you're making it more complicated than it really is. Y'all, I have so much on my plate. It's freaking ridiculous. And if I can do it, so can you. If I can do it, so can you. If I can do it, so can you. Okay. So how about this? Drop I can in the comments. I can. Some of y'all might need to hop it up and say I will. I must. Eric Thomas. All right. So here's the thing. I'm gonna go through the acronym. So PMF stands for post, message, follow-up. Post, message, follow-up. SDPD stands for spiritual development, personal development. Should you be doing this 6 days out of the week? Yes. 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 I'm going to walk you through my life, but you're going to have to figure out what this looks like for your life. So, spiritual and personal development. It's taken years, y'all. So don't judge yourself based off of me. It's taking years. But my spiritual and personal development typically happens in the morning. How is that? How is that, Rachel? Well, because number one, I'm reading my one chapter of the Bible a day. And so I read one chapter of the Bible a day with friends and I speak about what it is that I take from that chapter. And it's always it's so small. Well, it's pretty big, but it's such a simple gesture that I do every single day that fills my cup in the morning, but I always do more on top of that. So that's my number one thing. So I read one chapter of the Bible a day and I communicate with some friends about that. If you want to be a part of that journey, you can join our Facebook group where we read one chapter of the Bible a day together. And we do Genesis 9 tomorrow, Genesis 8, because it's Genesis 8 tomorrow. So you can always jump into that. We would love to have you at Woman at the Well. It's a great community and it's transformed my entire life. So that's spiritual development. But then my personal development typically happens on the 6 a.m. power hour. So every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday at 7, I'm doing a power hour and I am doing personal, sometimes spiritual. As of late, it's been a lot of spiritual, but most personal or spiritual development, right? And so that gives me the extra umph. Why? Because you can't pour from an empty cup. Some of y'all been trying to pour from an empty cup and you don't realize how important it is. And we was just listening to Eric Thomas, and what people don't realize is that you are allowing things that don't matter fill your time that could be time that you take care of yourself. Let me say it again. You are allowing things that mean nothing take the time that you could use to fill your cup. Filling your cup is more important than scrolling on social media, scrolling on TikTok. Scrolling on TikTok is not filling your cup. It's so much more important than watching the movie by yourself, Netflix and chill all day, all evening after you get home. It's so much more important. Saying yes to people that you should be saying no to instead of filling your cup. Okay, because I'm in your business. Like that, you should be saying no, and you should go read your book. Okay, that's another thing. So it's important. Sleeping too long. Okay, not taking care of your body, not taking your products. All of these things are things that can block you from being your best self and giving you the time that you need to take care of yourself. So, Rachel, personal development, what is that? That's reading your book. So we're reading How to Lead When Not in Charge. That's a great personal development. It could be listening to my YouTube channel, y'all. There are thousands of hours, maybe hundreds of thousands of hours of things that you could listen to on my YouTube channel. It may be listening to Eric Thomas, right? That may be another thing that may fill your cup. You may have other podcasts that are conducive to you being a better you, not opinion. Okay. We don't want opinions. We want things that are factual, that will fill your cups, things that are tried and true and have and that work. Steph and Joel Dunn, their Facebook page is still available. There's so much content on there that could fill your cup and give you strategies to build your business. Personal, but that could also be business development. But a lot of it is personal development because it talks about how to be your best self and how to operate and function in this business on the next level. It could be GoPro. It could be whatever, y'all. I'm telling you, it's important to personally develop. So, spiritual and personal development, it may not happen in the morning, y'all, but it needs to happen. It needs to happen. Some days, y'all, I may listen to a 5 minute Eric Thomas clip, like or his videos, because some of his videos are 5 minutes, 5, 10 minutes. I did personal development. I don't always have time for an hour long personal development. And judge if you must. I was gonna say don't judge me, but do what you gotta do. I'm listening to you at the 1.52 boy, okay? 2x. Okay. I'm speeding you up. Come on. Talk a little faster. I'm speeding you up. So I'm gonna get through an hour in like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And you like, I can't process like that. That's fine. That's you. But I'm talking about myself. So you do what works for you. You may need to find some little shorter clips, but it's imperative. You will feel so much better that when you come to do your PMF, you feel great. And yes, your feelings don't get a vote, but ultimately fill your freaking cup. Because when you start to pour, because that posting is pouring. Did you know that? Put in the comments, posting equals pouring. That should shift a whole bunch of y'all perspective. Posting is pouring. Did y'all know that? So that means that you shouldn't be posting nothing that's not pouring. Ouch. For some of y'all, yo, you a business owner. Can I tell you that? Would you shop at your store if you posted would you shop at your store if you saw what you posted? Because some of y'all be like, but it was so funny. Okay, send it in the DMs. Because friends get videos all the time. They do. I send videos. I do. So I'm not even act like I don't. I do. Especially my husband, boy. He just sent me one just a minute ago. Like we send videos, but it don't go on my page. And if you feel like you got to post on your page, that means we need a friend group. Okay, we need some friends. Okay, so as we keep going, we're gonna get some people for you to connect with that care about your videos. Okay, even if it's just that one person, okay, that you can laugh with. I'm serious. It's not for your page, because when I come to your page, I am a potential customer. I am a potential business partner. I'm not going to take you seriously if you have some ratchet stuff on your page because you mad at your baby daddy. Like, Felicia, please, like, stop it. You should have sent that to your girls. Like, this how you making me feel right now. Okay, but not your page, because you're a business owner, right? You know, the subliminal messages, like, that's demonic. Like, let it go. That pray about it. Okay. God will fix it. I'm not shading. I'm being honest. I'm being so honest. I'm telling you guys, you want to be seen and addressed as the business owner that you are. And it might be that you're putting up these posts. Let's just say you're doing host a post. You're putting up these posts, but people come to your page and they like, all right, pass. Because what they might be confused in terms of your business ethic, or can you really take care of them, or are you serious, or are you a scam? You don't really look like a business owner, and so that matters. So that's just the gist of that. So let's talk about posting. So posting equals pouring. So when you get on your page, this is the formula, because you should have a pen and paper, and most of y'all should already know it. This is the formula. Strive we strive for perfection that you'll never reach. But it's always good to have a baseline and a standard, right? So we post our page at least 3 times. I wasn't even gonna go here, but I guess we are today. You're supposed to have a top 5. Okay. And we haven't done a trend on this in a long time, but just to give you a little glimpse right now. Your top 5 is the 5 things that are most important to you that pretty much describe you. It's the top 5 most important things when it comes to you. So if you were thinking about Rachel, if you went to my page, what would you know about me? And I ask my newbies this sometimes. What would you learn about Rachel going to my page? And sometimes I'm not the greatest at this, right? But number one, you would know I love Jesus. Plain blank, period. Like, you would know I'm out here trusting God, period. Number two, you would know I love my freaking children. I love them. Like, I love my kids. I'm obsessed with them. And we can put in a slash husband. Okay. I love my family. You'll say that. You know, I love my family. My family is important to me. Number three, you would know I like to empower people. You would know I like to empower people. Number four, you would know that I like for people to be healthy. I like to help people when it comes to their health. And I'm going to say number 5 is fitness, but I don't post about it as it depends. It's in my stories more so. That fitness is important. Now, notice I did not say it works. Now, I am saying the things that I do with my business, right? So I'm empowering people and I'm teaching them about health and wellness and I'm giving them an opportunity to be healthier, but that's a part of my business. So not it works per se, but it's definitely the component of helping people make money, empowering them. And number 2, the component of sorry, I was gonna make you co-host, Brittany. The component of helping people be healthier. Does that make sense? So I want you to drop in the comments, what would be your top 5? What are the 5 things that are important to you? I mean, my top 5 could be that I'm a PhD student. I don't talk about it as much. It could be one of my top 5. One of my top 5 could be that I am an infertility survivor. It could be that I'm a doula. It could be that I'm a childbirth educator. Right now, those are not the most important things in my life. I do them. They're a part of who I am, but they're not my top 5. So when you are posting, so please drop it in the comments, drop your top 5 because you need to know. But when you are posting, what I want you to realize is that it should be your top 5. That's what you should be posting, your top 5. Can you post more than 3 times on your page? Absolutely. But make sure it's a part of your top 5. And sometimes we post engagement posts that are not a part of our top 5, but that's just to boost your algorithm and do your posting. I mean, to get your algorithm up, right? That to get engagement on your page. Just make sure it's appropriate. That's all. Because you want your audience, you want a particular audience to follow you. So when you're posting, I may post in the morning something encouraging, something about Jesus. In the morning, I may do a quote. And then the next thing, I may put up a before and after picture about somebody's health and about somebody taking care of their body. And then the next one, it may be a picture of my family or something like that. Typically, I'm going to stay within my top 5. And there are days that I'll post more than one before and after picture, but you're going to see me on my page. There's been many of you guys, I've went to your page and I don't even see you. People buy people, not products, y'all. So if they don't see you, you don't want to post your babies, that's fine. You can post you. You can. Get your selfie game up, post your weight loss journey, post it how you're encouraging. One thing I used to do, y'all, is I used to encourage myself and that encouraged other people. I used to do something called evening thoughts and morning thoughts every morning. And it was always to encourage me. And I just shared it with other people to encourage them. Like, if it'll bless you, awesome. But this is my encouragement to myself this morning. So it was literally me, whatever state of mind that I was in, I was encouraging myself. So put yourself in a position to where you are posting, and then your stories, you should be posting 10 to 20 times. Like your story should be popping. The only thing, so how do you post 10 to 20 times? So I'm glad you guys said that. So um I'm gonna show you guys this. And if you are not, we're gonna post some hopefully we can get the links in the chat. So our Telegram, we have a Telegram, right? So we have a team Telegram. And when you come over here to Telegram, there is all of these options. Okay. So my Telegram is acting janky right now, but I'm still going to show you guys how I would do this if it was acting janky. So I might as well show you guys. So let's just say I'm going to post 10 to 20 times. So I've already done this in my page, and I'll show you guys. Um, so what do you mean 10 to 20 times? Like, what do I mean? What I mean is when you tap my thing, so this is 8 hours ago. So that was yesterday. So when you tap my thing, it should be one, two, three, four, five, six. So I've only done 6 times. So I'm not even to 10 yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and that's only because my stuff from yesterday just disappeared. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm tripping. Okay, wait. I know I did 20 times. So okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, blah, blah. So they're all there, right? So taps, every tap is 1. So you see how this right here, this series right here is multiple taps. So this will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. That's 6 right there. So easy. But then what am I going to do? I'm going to post myself. I need them to know I'm a real person. So this was just a boomerang of the morning session. Power hour. And then here, this is a quote that stuck out to me on Instagram, something that encourages my heart, something that's empowering. This is important to me. So this is something that I posted. This is actually where I gave birth at. And then again, me, because people buy people. Okay. This is my why. People can see come on. This is my why. Then I'm coming here to talk about products. So I did some before and afters, but I do want to share them with them. What we have these promotions going on. So I could come over here and I could say, okay, well, let's post about, because it's not summer. So let's come down here. Let's do the 2 for, well, that we already did that kind of. Let's do this one right here. So I'm going to do these 2 right here. So I'm going to press the arrow in the left-hand corner. In a perfect world, I would be able to say this photo, the up arrow, and I would be able to come over here to Instagram and the story, and it will post, but it's not because mine's has been acting janky. So I'm going to have to save them. I don't know what all 3 photos are, but I'm going to save those. And then I'm going to come over here to Instagram, and I'm going to add these. I'm going to blur that. Okay, so I'm going to add these. But I'm not going to do this last one. Boom. And then I'm just going to add it to my story. So that would be 2 posts. That would be 2 posts right there. So Instagram, I probably should do the same thing. I just don't. So don't judge me on Instagram. I'm talking about Facebook. So if you go over to my Facebook and we go to my page, have I posted 3 times today? Well, I posted this morning, which was just a quote from book club. I posted a before and after picture asking for product testers. And then I posted a picture of my husband and I. And of course, all within my top 5. Will I post more? Yeah, probably, especially with my day off being tomorrow. And oh, I think I know what happened. Oh no, they're up there. So with my day off being tomorrow, I probably more than likely will post more, which is fine because 3 to 5 times within your page. And sometimes it's more, depending on, like, if I'm at an event or something, it may be more. It may be more. Any questions about posting before I move on from there? Posting shares that your story is open. Your store is open. It tells everybody your store is open. Do I post on my Sabbath? I do not. But what I typically like to do, because tomorrow's my Sabbath, is I'll try to load my stories again before I go to bed. It don't always happen. I try to load my stories before I go to bed because then it's up until tomorrow midnight. And so it's up all day during the day if people want to reach out. Questions about posting? All right, let's go to messaging and follow up. So M and F, messaging and following up. So I like to do F before M. Why? Because my follow-ups lead to my new messages. So I like the ease of following up, y'all. Like I really do. And we had the task this morning. Um,
Recording in progress.
okay, boom. Um, So I like to do my follow-ups first because my follow-ups open up new messages. Now, what do I mean by that? So if I send a follow-up, and there's so many different follow-ups that you can use, but by sending a follow-up, I have the ability to open back up the conversation. They either become a customer, I get a sign date, or they do a host a post, or they ignore me, period. But that's such is life. But if they put up a host a post, ding, 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 that is going to get me a post put up with new conversations. Does that make sense? That opens up my new conversations. Now, these are hefty numbers to do every single day. So if you want to drop it in half, that's fine. You just want to, again, this is a benchmark, strive for perfection. Like you're just do the best that you can, right? Just don't do nothing. That's the biggest thing. So if you want to say why do, and then also what do you want from your business? Y'all asked my newbies this today. Today, I asked them, I said, and I'm going to ask y'all the same question in the comments. What would $150, if you got paid $150 on Friday, what would it do? I'm talking about this upcoming next Friday. If you got $150, would that matter to you? Like, what would that do for you? Drop it in the comments. What would you do? $150 on, let me get y'all the date, on the 25th. If you got $120, $150 on the 25th, what would it do for you? Would it help you? And those of you guys, and I'm just gonna say 150 because everybody can get match bonuses. What would it do? Would it bless you? The question here is, when do you stop playing small and decide to go all in? When do you fight back and push for what you want? And this is all encompassing, y'all. It's all encompassing. If I am struggling, this is real. If I am struggling with my diet, who am I going to see? I'm going to see a trainer. I'm going to see a dietitian. Shoot, I'm going to look on Google. But what I'm not going to do is ask myself, and I'm struggling. Because why would I ask myself if self is fat? Why would I ask myself? I'm not going to ask myself. I'm not being funny, y'all. I'm being dead serious. Do y'all get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ask myself, but because I am focused on doing it, I'm going to seek out the answers and the support that I need in order to get it done. So when I wanted this business to work for me, y'all, I was seeking out the things that I needed to succeed. Whether it was an event, whether it was YouTube channels, okay? Because YouTube University was real in my life. Whether it was getting in the room with other people who were signing customers, that they're on Power Hour. Shoot, I'm in a Power Hour with the people who signing people. Sign me up, and I'm asking a million one questions. So shout out to Yatika because she stay asking a million one questions. And do y'all know that she's about to earn her $500 bonus with 800 total, just like that? Because asking questions, you cannot be afraid to ask questions, y'all. Your why has to be freaking worth it. It has to be worth it, y'all. It has to be worth it. I'm for real. Like some of y'all need to reevaluate y'all why, because y'all why don't make you cry. It don't make you get out the bed every single morning. It doesn't. It's the it would be nice. And this wasn't even on the agenda, but this for somebody today. It would be nice. No, it's not it would be nice. Tuition is due. Okay? Tuition is due. It's not it would be nice. My kids being in their school, I'm gonna use that for example, is very important to me. It's very important to me. Being a present mom is very important to me. It's very important to me. The idea of not being there with my kids, it would crush me. This is important to me. I ain't talking about your story. This is important to me. My husband taking my son to school is important to me. Us being a present parent, being a full-time family, that matters to me. Being able to spend $60 on a dozen of cookies because they customize is important to me. It is. It's important to me. That's me. So what's important to you? And have you made up your mind that this is the way that you're going to get it? Have you made up your mind? Is your mind made up? You got to make up your mind. Not, well, I want this to work for me, but I'm going to go ahead and take some more heads. Not only is it taking away from my time to work my business, but I'm still work my business. I'm still work my business. Rachel, how are you in school for a PhD and still a mom of four, a wife, and still running your business? It's important to me. So guess what? I have to say no to things so that I can say yes. Does that make sense? What do you need to say no to so you can start saying yes? But is your why big enough? Is your why big enough? Does your why make you cry? If not, baby, that's not your why. When you are an entrepreneur, your why is your gas. It's literally your gas. And if you have no gas, where does your car go? Nowhere. It don't start. I'm looking at y'all, so thank y'all for having y'all camera on because I ain't looking at myself. I'm looking at you. I'm about to call some names. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So what's your why? What's your why? Because when you know what your why is, because I maybe I'm just checking myself because at the end of the day, I was gonna give y'all a cop out. No, no. Unless you in jail, there's no reason why you can't send 50 follow-ups, especially if you are doing host to post. If you're getting up host to post, you have so many people to freaking follow up with. I do. I have so many follow-ups. I went the other day. Yeah, the other day I said I'm not getting up no host posts. I'm just focusing on follow-ups because I have so many people, and the power is in what? The follow-up. Most of my people, I would say 95% of the people that I sign are from follow-ups or an exposure, which is technically a follow-up. It's an exposure, right? You take people from exposure to exposure. 95% of the customers that I sign is from exposure or follow up. So could it be that you're not signing as many people as you want to because you're not exposing and you're not following up? Could that be the reason? So when I say that your M and your F is messaging new people and following up, understand that it's a system. You can't just P. You have to MF. P is cute and it will make you look like you have a business. So do it because eventually if you decide to MF, the P will matter, right? But it's important for you to message and follow up if you actually want to close. So I made a post today about a before and after picture of myself, and I had people comment on there. Guess what? Called them because I have the urgency. And they were like, all right, I'll talk to you when I get off work. So after this call, I'll be making more phone calls. Because the urgency of today is the last day for the deal. Do you want to win? Do you want to win? I had a newbie tell me that she was ultimately experiencing self-sabotage. She said, I know it's the enemy. I know the enemy is causing me to second guess myself and really kind of like avoid the person that I asked for help. Do that make sense? That don't make sense. Why would you avoid the person that you want to help you? And this is why we, SDPD, because in the midst of SDPD, you will learn your self worth. You will learn that you belong to the king and that everything is yours, essentially. Did you know that? Some of y'all know. Because you don't stand on business. I'm just saying. You don't stand on the promises of God. You don't stand on them. And then are you brave, patient, and consistent? This is our team's mantra. Are you I'm gonna y'all brave, patient, consistent. I have this customer that y'all know we have customers who have amnesia. And she had amnesia and I was telling her, I said, Miss such and such, you this is your second order. If you want to return it, you can, but you still have two orders left to fulfill your customer agreement. And she's like, I don't remember. Now, granted, she had a grandchild pass away. So she got a lot going on. But I was brave enough to call the lady and talk her through it. And do y'all know she is on the gummies for the next 2 months? And y'all, what was so special is that we were able to talk about her diet and how she hasn't been taking care of herself because of that loss, and was even able to pray because I was brave. Instead of annoyed, I was brave. If God gave me these people to steward, He will equip me to do it. Even though sometimes I'd be like, Jesus. But what does it do? It makes me stronger. It makes me bolder. It makes me more confident. And when people tell me, and it's crazy because when people talk about the product's not working, no, you're probably on the wrong product. Or are you taking it? Because that's a real thing, y'all. And that sounds like that's common sense, but it's not. Well, it's not working for me. Well, how many days did you take it this week? One. Oh, okay. So you got to ask questions because people will tell on themselves and they'll be like, oh, you know what? You right. Then I'll be like, okay, well, we need to find something easier for you. Which I tell people all the time. If you drink coffee, if somebody drinks coffee, hands down, that is the number one way to help them lose weight. Hands down. Because they're already gonna make that cup of coffee. They already in the habit. They addicted. So just have them go ahead, switch on over to something that's healthy. But we are brave, we are patient, and we are consistent. They're too messy. So that is funny. Now I can understand that. So what you should probably do is have her switch over to the packets until they're gone. So, or have her purchase a funnel from Amazon. Oh, or change the flag. Yeah, period. Or do that. But everybody needs greens. But flag is good too, though, for your gut. Yeah, that would be perfect. But you could have her get a funnel off of Amazon or switch to the individual packets. But or tell her to use her frother and make it in a cup. She could do that too. But maybe she's trying to make it on the go. I don't know. But yeah, but anyways, that's good. It's good solution focus. But be brave, be patient, be consistent. Y'all, you will need you will need courage, you will need consistency, and you will need patience to do good in this. Put in the comments brave, patience, consistent. Brave, patient, consistent. Brave, patient, consistent. That you some of y'all need to write that on y'all mirror. I am brave, I am patient, I am consistent. because your lack of patience and your lack of consistency is causing you not to succeed. That's why you don't close. Your lack of patience, your lack of consistency, you don't work when you feel like it, y'all. You do not, that is a poor man's mentality. And you ain't poor, you're rich. You're rich. You ain't never poor because my Bible says that he supplies all my needs. So even if I ain't paying for it, I ain't poor. You're rich. So you have to be brave, patient, and consistent in order to PMF SDPD does not work if you only do it 1 day a week. You know, and it's crazy because we all do have our own personal brand. You just don't want it to become idolatry. And the biggest thing is you walking towards your destiny. You are called to something greater. And I'm just going to end with this little part. You're called to something greater. You're called to something greater. If you're here, you are called to something greater. And because you are called to something greater, boo boo, let me tell you, you're not like your friends. You're not. So your Facebook's going to look different than your friends. You don't use Facebook for what they use it for. You may be in a actually everybody is in a preparation season for where God is taking you. In this business where passion meets purpose, it is a tool, is a vehicle that is equipping you for your calling. And so you show up with consistency. This makes you y'all, if you can get locked into this, and I'm telling you for real, because the SDPD, especially the SD, God will get you. I don't have to get you. Just your discernment will start to pick up. And if you stick around us long enough, you're gonna start believing in yourself, and you also gonna start listening to Jesus. Or you're gonna leave. Because the conviction gonna be too much. I'm telling you. And so you might as well just listen to Jesus. It's better anyway. I'm telling you, it's a better life. But you'll be so much better. And it's crazy because I don't even think she's on here because I think she's on class. But Sarah was telling me how she's like, she was talking to her mom about how since she said yes to this business, how her whole perspective on life has completely shifted. She was like, since I really decided to tap in and take myself seriously, which I tell people all the time, this business will show you who your friends are. And it'll rearrange your friend group at the same time. Because maybe the people were supposed to be your friends no way. I don't care if it's your cousin. I don't care if y'all been besties since second grade. And you need to let bestie go, which is maybe you might. I'm telling you, you'll understand that you're different because you've always felt like you're different. Can I get facts? Oh, Sister Mika already said facts. Come on. Give me facts in the comments. Because I've always knew I was different. Always. That's why you're here. You're here because you're different. And so I want to submit to you that you need to submit to the process. On the bad day, submit to the process. And this is why I talk about automation. Get up, turn it on. Turn on your spiritual and personal development before you start scrolling. When I get on social media in the morning, it's literally to post unless I'm engaging. If you struggle with engagement to where you get to scrolling, that means that you don't engage until you're done. Save that task for last. Save that task for last. So that you can get on, you can share. I share my post and then I get off. I'm going down to the DMs. I'm going down to the inbox. Then I'm going engaging. I'm engaging to stay out of jail. I'm not engaging because I'm nosy. And what you talking about jail? Facebook jail. I don't want to give Facebook jail. There is purpose behind every single thing that I do. The Bible says, be anxious for nothing. Be anxious for nothing. And I want to tell you guys, those of you guys who are working smaller windows, number one, I want you to pray about opening it up. I'm for real. I want you to pray about opening it up. What does that mean? Quit a job. You work too many jobs. Quit one of them jobs and work your business. I'm not saying quit your main thing. Keep it. Okay. But quit that side hustle and give this side hustle an actual opportunity to pay you. There are way too many people, y'all, banging the mess out of this quick start program. Why not you? Why? Because it's not something you do here and there. Be brave, be patient, be consistent. One of our, okay, y'all, a black diamond makes $100,000 a month for 6 months consecutively. Y'all heard me? $100,000 a month for 6 months consecutively. One of our black diamonds, it took her 2 months to sign her first distributor. A black diamond, 2 months. Imagine going around asking everybody. And then, if I'm not mistaken, y'all, because I think I'm right. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. I'm pretty sure the first distributor that she signed, her daddy gave to her. So, ooh, because that's the story right there. Why would her daddy give her a distributor if she's not brave, patient, and consistent? So 2 months of not succeeding to signing, was it 2 months? It was 6 months. It was six. It was six. It was 6 months, not two. It was six. Come on, thank you, Holy Ghost. It was 6 months. You know how quick people say this ain't working for me? Bro, don't ever get married. Because, baby, mm-mm. Okay, don't have no kids. Because it's going to not be working for you real fast. Okay. And I'm going to need you to keep going. All right. I'm going to need you to keep going. You got to have some type of tenacity, some type of, and like you got to have some grit, yo. Like you can't quit when it gets hard. When it gets hard, that means that you're actually learning and growing. Your muscles tear. That's where the magic happens. And guess what? Muscles tearing hurts. That ain't the time to quit. That means you're starting to make progress. And so, post message follow up, spiritual development, personal development. We got 7 minutes. Who got a question? Was that helpful for you guys? Awesome. No questions? You can unmute. You don't have to type it out. So if you're typing it out, just unmute. All right, going once, going twice. All right, well, I'm gonna pray and we're gonna get up off of here. And I'm about to get back to this promotion before I go out on my Sabbath. And so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. And then if you want to jump back on and work with me or whoever else decides to jump on, then you'll be able to do that. So let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, God, we just love you. God, we thank you for the system that you've created and how you have set us up for such a time as this. God, you have made it simple. And I love that we're able to give you the first fruits of our day. And so, God, I just submit that this team is going to start taking better care of themselves because ultimately, as we spend time with you, that's really our self care. And so, God, I just pray that SDPD, PMF becomes something that is ingrained in every single person. I pray that people begin to reevaluate their whys and start to believe that with you all things are possible, and that they can go greater and they can go higher because you're our God. And so we're going to take the limits off tonight as we begin to go to new heights and new places. So God, I just pray that you cover your people. God, I pray that something wakes up inside of people where they begin to go to the next level and take themselves and their businesses seriously and start getting to some serious money so that we can build the kingdom of God. God, we love you and we honor you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.